It's time.
She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Megan Thee Stallion and Carl Crawford, who owns the 1501 label that I guess she's still signed there, even though she's with Roc Nation now for management. The two of them had a back and forth, and it looks like none of this is ending anytime soon. So there's claims that her Something for the Hotties album that came out last year wasn't an album and shouldn't be counted toward their contractual agreement. I guess she has a certain amount of albums that she has to submit to fulfill their contract so she can move on. Now, according to the label, they're saying that project contains 29 minutes of what they classify as new material, and it was described in the music press as a compilation record of archival materials and some new recordings. So if a judge does decide that that album does not count toward her deal, then she would owe 2 more albums. So that's what the issue is,
that's
right?
bullcrap. I don't like that the labels are doing that. That happened with Meek Mill. If they release a project, it's an album, it's a mixtape. No, it's amount of songs. It's 12 songs, 15 songs. The label still gets paid off of that mixtape. So it's a project.
Yeah, the artist is giving you what you asked for regardless of what they call it.
Yeah, mixtape, album, like that's not fair.
12 original songs
that's not fair.
It's music.
It's music, yeah. That's not fair because they didn't say it was an album and it was a mixtape. That's not fair. It's still a project that you put out under that, distributing label and they got paid for it. That's not right.
Now, Megan Thee Stallion argues that album does clearly meet the definition of an album under the recording agreement. It's not less than 45 minutes in length, and there are no other parameters or requirements under the contract for what can be deemed an album other than total runtime of the album. So as such, that does satisfy her minimum recording commitment.
So it don't matter what you call it.
Right. Well, the only requirement is that it has to be at least 45 minutes.
Gotcha.
And so it wouldn't really matter. So here's their back and forth. So I guess he's countersuing her, and she posted, first, the man over my label said I don't make him any money. Now he countersuing, trying to keep me on his label because he wants to make more money. If I ain't making you no money, why not just drop me, let me go? And then she said, my lawyers asked him for an expense report, money 1501 supposedly has spent on me. Why this grown-ass man put his jewelry and chains on there? Lord, free me from this joke-ass label. I choose not to say nothing back about court and address shit. Ish online. Dump me. I didn't say the whole word.
Yes, you did.
And address ish online. But I'm getting tired of being painted the bad guy 24/7. The last girl on 1501 mad at this man, too. And she said, Carl, I don't want to be signed to your pill-popping ass. You talking about I ain't paid for a show? You sound slow. I'm the artist. I don't pay you directly. Maybe fight with the man you signed to and you might see some money, you effing powderhead. You hiding behind Jay Prince. Carl, you got a whole contract with 300 and talking ish to me like I got your money. You are attacking me because you want to be famous, not rich. Ask Kevin Lyles where your money at, stupid. And it goes on from there. Now, he responded to her, stop playing the victim, Meg Thee Stallion. You haven't paid for one show since 2019. Hiding behind Roc Nation, you can keep that BS mixtape and send over that straight drop whenever you're ready. And then he said, hey, y'all believe that BS if y'all want to. I ain't got Twitter fingers, so I'm not about to type ish all day, but I promise everything said about me about that matter is a lie. The truth will be out soon enough. Defamation claim on the way. This all coming from a bona fide alcoholic who effed the whole industry, including her best friend, N-word.
Well, then now that's defamation, too. Like, if she defamed you by calling you, what is it, a pill popper? You defamed her by calling her an alcoholic, so, I mean.
Yeah, and I don't like that when men come for you, they try to be like, oh, you effed everybody, the whole industry. I mean, it's like, that's really... Okay, what does that have to do with anything? They try to discredit you.
Is Megan's last album 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's over 45 minutes.
And I know we can't play the hate Olympics, but remember when I said yesterday I think Megan Thee Stallion gets more hate than any woman rapper? Like every other day it seemed like somebody be on Megan's head about something.
Well, they've been having this back and forth, though, the two of them, her and Carl Crawford.
Yeah, but what happens is when they start going back and forth, then social media jumps on. Like I saw somebody say to her yesterday, you're going to have to show your bullet wound at this point. I'm like, what that got to do with anything?
Yeah, and she responded
they're going to go
that.
back and forth. It's like anything else. You call me a powderhead, I call you this. You call me that, I call you this.
Yeah.
It's no, I'm not going to say that because of this. No, we're going back and forth. There's nothing off limits.
I just really pray that young lady's protecting her peace the best way she knows how.
And then Tory Lanez jumped in and said, protect black men. I don't care what y'all have to say. We are black men and we matter. Don't wait till we are all lynched, lied on, and character assassinated to realize they have removed all of our legends and role models from the conversation. Tory
know
Lanez, no.
I don't know the context, but I agree. Protect black men. Like, yeah, that's just, like, yes, I agree with that.
Oh my God.
You don't agree with that? Protect black men? Yes.
Well, we don't know if Tory Lanez was jumping in the middle of that or
Yeah,
if he just
this
put it
is
at the wrong time.
what he
Oh,
was-
I don't know what the context is, but I can't disagree with the statement.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, that is their back and forth.
Yeeks.
All right. Let's move on to something else different. The third richest man in the world is now deciding which of his 5 children will take over the empire. Do you know who this is?
Third richest man? Let me see. Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
No. Yeah, Warren might be
'Cause
third
number
right
one is-
now.
one-
It's
His
either
name-
Bill Gates or Warren.
Well, Bernard Arnault. He is the
Oh.
owner of LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. So, you know, they own a whole bunch of different brands
Yep,
like
yep, yep.
Tiffany's. They own Tag. How do you say that? Tag Heuer?
Tag Heuer.
Oh, so Elon Musk is number one now.
Elon's number one.
Then Jeff Bezos.
Then Bezos.
So this guy, Bernard
I thought it
Arnault,
was
is
Warren.
worth $155 billion. And he's trying to figure out now which one of his children will take over. They said it's like a real life Succession, you know, the HBO series. And so there's a recent Fortune article where they're talking about his 5 talented children who could one day run the whole company. He's 73 years old. He's been running this luxury conglomerate for decades. And so now he wants to figure out who is next. All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
Does it matter if you one of the kids?
No,
though?
it's $155 billion.
We all busting this up.
We all busting
It's
this
gonna be.
down.
We're gonna keep it
Yeah,
in the
but you want to
family.
see who is actually running the company. I mean, that's a huge company. They own Christian Dior, they own Moet, they own Hennessy.
Yeah, but I wonder how many things he's actually day to day with, because a lot of those brands
overseas.
are still standalone brands. They're
Correct.
subsidiaries under LVMH, but it's like I'm sure Fenty got somebody running Fenty. I'm
Yeah,
sure
he
Hennessy
probably
got somebody running
overseas.
Hennessy.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure he has, managing people that manage each one of those businesses.
And his
He
kids
oversees
actually,
it.
most of them work in the business. I mean, his daughter is the VP of Louis Vuitton.
See?
You
Yeah.
know, one of his son is the head of communications and image at LVMH. I mean, they're already in the business, so you can see all of that.
God bless him, man.
Absolutely.
Yes,
All
one
right.
of them is the VP at Tiffany's.
See?
Yeah.
They
good.
VP of all his companies.
But who's going to run the whole entire company?
The Arnolds.
All right, well,
It'd be a
that
family business.
that is your rumor reports.
All right, we got front page news next. What are we talking about?
These hypersonic missiles that have been fired by Russia at Ukraine.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.